90 is report of a 211 in progress at the gas station northeast corner, MOK and Tinker.
It was a Saturday night in June when police officer Joe Meyer and partner Kristina Ripatti noticed an older drug-induced jaywalker on a street in south central LA. When the hooded man took off running, Ripatti began a foot pursuit of 40 to 50 yards, finally grabbing him at the front steps of a nearby house.
I'm coming up from behind him and I grab him and he like turns and, you know, basically has it like close contact and just like shoots.
Ripatti was hit by 3 bullets, 2 in the arm and 1 bullet going through the side of her chest, tearing through a lung, splitting an artery, and severing her spinal cord.
I grabbed him, you know, up high, like around the shoulders. You know, I was gonna, like you always do, and throw him to the ground and get him in handcuffs. But as soon as I grabbed onto him, he pulled out a little small revolver from his waistband or pocket.
Kristina's partner then put 5 bullets into the man and called for help. Kristina grew up in the high desert of Apple Valley, California. She was always an athlete, skiing and snowboarding, and playing soccer through high school and college. After graduating college, Kristina went to the LAPD Police Academy and began training for a life fighting crime.
And I never imagined that I would be a police officer. I didn't picture myself as a cop or anything. But as soon as I started, you know, reading more about it, and I applied, and then I got into the academy, I was like, no, this is the job for me.
Kristina started at the police academy at the same time as Tim Pierce. Tim and Kristina graduated together and worked as partners for several years. They started as just friends, but were finally married in 2003 and had a baby daughter 2 years later. It was a summer night in 2006. Kristina's daughter was with her grandmother, while Tim and Kristina went out in 2 different cars. Tim was on the south side of town when a message came over the intercom.
Shots fired, officer down, officer needs help. So all units in the area run to those to be of any assistance, no matter what, you know. I didn't know it was Kristina. So my partner and I are flying down Century Boulevard, and we get on the freeway to go north up to Southwest Division, and my partner asked me, he goes, hey Tim, is Kristina working? And I go, oh, she is, I forgot.
Tim's police car raced down the 110 North on their way to the scene when Tim's cell phone rang.
My phone rings in my pocket, and I look at it, and it's her sergeant on the caller ID. And I was like, I looked at my partner, I go, here it goes, right? So I go, yeah, and he goes, Tim, where are you? I said, I'm getting off the freeway right now, right at 39th. He goes, it's Kristina. I go, I know, I'll be right there. And I hang up, and I'm like, all right, here we go. She's either dead or she's winged.
When Kristina was initially shot, her partner Joe thought she was dead. Blood poured from her side, but Kristina didn't give up.
I remember waking up and being like, you know, asking Joe to help me get up.
Kristina lay motionless on the ground with her eyes open. Joe ripped off the bloody uniform and tried to stop the bleeding.
And he saw, hey, Kristina, look at me. And I guess I said, you know, I can't.
Kristina and Tim then spent 2 weeks in the California hospital before starting a long road to recovery. Kristina always enjoyed the life of risk, protecting innocent locals in bad areas and chasing down drug-induced gang members in South Central. She had spent 11 years as an LA police officer and had worked her way up to a specialized enforcement unit. After the injury, Kristina was anxious to get on with her life.
When we got out of the hospital, I went back to the gym like that week. Then began the process of trying to figure out, you know, how to adjust my workouts to, you know, being in the chair and all that. And there was a lot of trial and error.
Kristina spent countless hours in the gym, building an amazing cardio routine, lifting weights and doing muscle exercises. With her husband Tim, she began surfing again in the Pacific Ocean and enjoying the beach. And Kristina began riding a hand cycle around California and competing in marathon races. She also gave birth to a second child and spent time at home raising children and moving on with her life, away from the hospital.
When I was still in Long Beach, that's when Extreme Makeover contacted us.
People from around Southern California and the LA Police Chief Bratton contacted Extreme Makeover. They began a push to make over a new house to fit Kristina's condition in the city of Redondo Beach. Today, Kristina works as a motivational speaker, trains in and out of the gym, and is raising 2 children while her husband Tim continues working with the LAPD.
Within a year, we did everything we used to do.
Kristina is amazingly mobile in a custom-fit house with a strong family and a very strong heart.